during a routine service, what you'll want to do is you'll want to clean these out, and this looks clean. But you'll see in a minute when we start spraying it out, it'll actually be some mud coming out of here because look at the area, you know, you got leaves and everything else. Other things that we look for that we catch a lot, like right here is a dead lizard. And it might not look like much, but if it was a bigger lizard, that's why I always wear gloves. It looks like a little dinosaur. But we've had rodents that have tried to crawl down in there when the fan blade's going and get clipped and dent these fan blades and throw this fan motor out of whack. I've actually been to a house before where there was a dead rat pinched between this fan blade and the shroud of this unit, and the motor had burned up. It was wild. Other things we look for, if you come over on this side, is this is the low voltage wiring. So this comes from the attic on the furnace, and there's a switch in here that gets pulled in when the system needs to turn on. And something that I noticed earlier is you can see where this wiring here is deteriorated because this isn't wrapped in conduit. This just sits out in the sun and gets cooked. And now you have some exposed wiring here, so we'll get that wrapped up. Because if those wires touch, you can create a problem. Also, coming out of the wall here, this is really a hotbed for rodents. This should be foamed because rodents will follow this line all the way up into the attic and get trapped in the attic. So these usually have a sleeve or a screen or something around it so that that can't happen. A rodent can squeeze through a hole like the size of a dime because their bodies will fold up. So people see this hole and don't think it's a big deal, but most rodent issues come from this. They just come right here and jump right in. Also, this insulation around this line here is damaged. Again, there's no UV protected tape. They did put UV tape on 2 inches, but they didn't cover the whole line. Hacks. And then the size of the insulation actually shrinks as it goes through the wall as well.